Now, this is something you may not like hearing, but inside you know there is truth to it. Many times that you are busy, you should be resting. When I came across this, I would respond in various ways, but mostly I would be agreeing and saying something like, I know, but how can I rest when there is so much to do? Well, do you really need to be doing so much? Then I would reply to that by saying, yes, I do, because who else will do it? There are moments when we pile on tasks we don't need to be doing because it is either our own task that does not need to be done right now because it is actually better done later, or we feel like we are helping others. Both paths may be described as proactive and an act of service, which they are until they aren't. The biggest clue that they aren't is when you feel burnout coming, or it already arrived, forcing you to stop in a way you do not like very much. There is something going on that is creating a perceived need that we need to be busy all the time. I believe this is a lie. We are built to rest, and it is in the act of resting that we produce the greatest and most productive work. Resting does not mean we need to be on a vacation or a day off. I now practice ways to rest while I work too. It is in both the actual time away and the resting when within a task that I believe our human power multiplies. There are a few definitions that say rest is inactive, yet I believe rest is one of the most active things we can do. When we rest, our minds get to process the information it has. Our bodies get to re-energize, and we may begin to see things connect in patterns we could not imagine in our state of busyness. Rest is not laziness because of these actions. I used to think that being stuck in a state of busyness was from a pressure to do more, be more, or to keep up. It may have been like this at the start, but I believe the state of busyness eventually becomes more of a habit we become stuck with. The signals of busyness being disguised as signs you should be resting include having a lack of ideas, your mind going blank, getting impatient, wanting to do something quicker than it needs to be done. So this last point is not about looking for efficiencies, but it's about rushing through something. Other signs include moments of your body appearing to stumble, or you say to yourself things like, when I get these 5, 10, etc. things done, I will rest. There is a time to be busy and get things done. We know this is the time when we are in the flow. Now, getting in this flow does not mean we feel like doing the task. It means we decide to do it. Then we start doing it. And as we continue doing it, this is what creates the flow. We then feel energized, and any tiredness feels more like finishing a fun workout. The first step of getting into rest mode and out of busyness mode is acknowledging these differences I just mentioned. If you think you have a habit of being in busyness mode, I discovered it is based in a belief that value is shown by doing. That is, you need to keep doing to show your value. I find this more common in people that enjoy work that is process orientated, but it is not limited to this. The habit of busyness is also not tied to results because it is about keeping busy in the do and repeating, not finishing per se. Now, here comes two deeper insights into why staying in a state of busyness appears safer compared to resting. Number one, when we rest, we see the results of the work we do. And sometimes we do not want to see some results. So keeping busy stops us from acknowledging these results we don't want to see. 2, rest brings in moments of quiet where we may have to face parts of ourselves or circumstances we are in or been in that we rather not face. Most of these come to our minds, so we keep our minds busy by staying in a state of busyness. In each, fear is your active partner, reminding you of these two reasons, using them to create self-limiting stories it tells you on repeat. Fear doesn't tell you that you may find positive solutions, gain clarity, have some fun, start to feel energized, or enjoy some peace while resting, because these are other things that you can experience while in the state of rest. Yet fear is great at keeping people moving busily in ways that avoid specific moments that matter most. Rest is what helps you and I live in the moments that matter most. This was hard for me to believe and accept because being in a state of busyness feels like progress. So when I feel like busyness is progress, I remind myself that it is in the state of rest where the progress is realized and compounded. If this is something that you would love to learn more about, rest is something that is part of the Speak Afraid method. Its book, Speak Afraid, Redirect Fear into Courage to Communicate Through Change, is available now at your preferred retailer. And if you don't see it there, ask them to order it in.